Okay, we're on a vessel called the Lord Byron, and we're in Avignon, in France. And we just want to go on a walking tour around Avignon for 2.5 hours. So, yeah, had a few drinks last night. Anyway, this is the lounge, and we're all going to get briefed on what's going on. That's Stan, and that's Alison. Okay. So that's Pope's Palace, and this here, where the Pope's Palace is, all part of the old town. Behind the city walls. Now this bridge, I think it's called the Bridge of Avignon, stops here in the middle of the river. And apparently it was destroyed by floods in the 17th century. Apparently these city walls, they look pretty damaged. People aren't allowed to walk on top of them because of the damage. And there's a total of 4 kilometres around the old city, and we just thought to go into part of the old city now. So it looks like we're going under that old bridge, and this is the entrance. So that's the name of the bridge. So we're on the bridge, and that's the drawbridge. Bit of a chapel on the bridge. So they even knew about cofferdams in the 17th century.
That's the reason why they had to build a bridge going from here to the French kingdom on the other bank, and that's the...
Well, we've just come up this little narrow alley, and behind us we have the Pope's Palace. There you go, look at that. That's fabulous. Just walked up a ton of steps. Apparently we're going to the dining room. So apparently several popes stayed here, and they lived here for years. And Rome was empty. It's a long journey from Rome to Avignon. Apparently, I've just been told that popes lived here for about 70 years. So this was the main kitchen, but it looks like there's been another floor, judging by the holes in the wall. So that's the only original ceiling left in the palace. And I think this is a bedroom. Not supposed to take photos in here. So this is the biggest room in the palace. So this is the window where the popes used to stand and wave at everybody. So a pretty old part of the town, built on rock.
Limestone.
So we're in the main square of Avignon, and that building is a town hall. The theatre. Lots of restaurants and bars and things.
Thank you.
So today we're in a place called Arles, which used to be the capital of Britain, in fact, in Roman times. So we're off for a wander around and see what we can find. And there's the boat we're on. It's not a bad trip so far. It's going to be a hot one today. So we just thought to go through the city walls again. And then I think this is where we came back yesterday when we went out.
Sit on here, start. That was designed in the 19th century and dedicated to Avignon, who was a novelist.
So we're just coming up to the amphitheatre, and that's it ahead. It's supposed to be the best preserved, I think, in the world. Or the Roman world, anyway. So this place was built towards the end of the 1st century, round about the year 90. Looks like we're just going to head into the arena. Hopefully not to get slaughtered. Interesting place. Lost everybody. Ah, look at this. Wonder where they are. I hear voices. Ah. There you go. So that's it. Bring on the Christians. So back in the day this was all gladiators and things. But nowadays they actually use it for bullfighting. But they don't kill the bulls, they attach ribbons to the bulls, and the guys have to see how many ribbons they can get off the bull without getting gored to death. So there you go. So they still actually use this Colosseum, or whatever you call it. Little narrow streets in this town. So this is Roman amphitheatre, built in the 1st century AD to hold 20,000 people. They used to do plays, bullfighting and stuff like that. So this is Cafe Van Gogh, and Van Gogh actually painted this just from down this way somewhere. I just took a photograph from where he painted it from. So this is a very nice little square full of bars and things, and this is where we sat yesterday, in this bar here, just here. Oh, it looks like I'm getting left behind again. But they're nice little streets, these. So the guy in the last square we were in, the statue, he tried to keep the local language alive, and this building here is where he opened a museum. So this building in front of us, it says hotel, but it's actually not a hotel, it's a hospital. And this is where Van Gogh came for treatment when he cut his ear off, apparently. Silly boy. Not bad for a hospital. I don't suppose it's a hospital now. Nice little street full of shops. So now we're going to find a little bar to have a drink. And then back to the ship. Okay, we're at a place called Pont de Garde. And it's absolutely boiling hot. Anyway, this place is an old Roman aqueduct. So we're going to take a quick look at it. And then try and get out the heat. Because it's boiling. And there it is. I should be able to get a better shot than that, I think. Lots of people here. And they're swimming down in the river and everything. So this is Pont de Garde. So it looks very inviting in that river, but we don't have time. And that's what we came to see. So at the moment we sailing up the Rhone, and we're heading for a place called Vienne, still about 30 miles away. And we're coming up to one of the many locks on this river, and they usually lift you up about 17 meters. They're absolutely massive. So we're just coming up to the lock now, just entering the lock now. This one doesn't seem as big as the last ones, and they usually have a big sort of hydroelectric power station. No, it's definitely not as big as the last ones we were on. Still pretty big though. I think that's the lock gates there we won't be going past. I'm just looking at these measurements and it's 10 meters. So that's us on our way again. 10 meters higher. And the region we're in at the moment, we set off from Arles and Avignon in Provence, and we're working our way up to Lyon, and we're presently in I think it's the Camargue area. It's very nice and very scenic. That's just about out the lock and on our way again. We're on a vessel called the Lord Byron with Riviera Travel, and this is our cabin. There's a big bed. Right then, let's go and have a quick look around the Lord Byron. So this is the main drag on the top accommodation deck, which where we are, and it stretches. Go on. Right the way down there. The ship's about 300 or 400 foot long, massive. This is the reception area. Really nice. We've got the dining room down there and the lounge up there where it all happens on the night time. So this is Stan.
Hello from Stan, how are you?
And he's the cruise director on the vessel.
And
he does a very good job, and he's really professional at what he does.
Fantastic, happy to hear that then. Hello from Lord Byron Zone, and Stan here, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Stan.
More pleasure, anytime. Join me for the common journey shortly.
Okay, cheers. And that's where he sits, behind that desk there. Got a little shop. That area over there. That deck down there is the second deck down. This is the lounge, where it all happens on a night time. And it's quite good fun. There's a bar, well-stocked bar just here. Great stuff. Piano. And we're up the pointy end now, or the bow. That's it, there you go. That's the lounge. Bit windy. And we've just come up top and we're heading off up the river, and behind me a load of people sunbathing. This little village is called Andans. Okay, another lock. So this lock is a 14-meter rising height. And we're nearly there. And we're off again, just leaving the lock.
Yes, this number is rising every year, and
14 meters higher.
Next 10 years, the passenger ships as a total number, it will be and passenger ships.
So just go for a quick wander.
In order to make it navigable, yes, that's the reason why we have just a simple concrete wall on the right hand side, and as well with the years, the concrete is covered with vegetation. Yes, I always want to see that extremely straight.
They've even got a little swimming pool and a golf putting green down the back end.
As long as you're starting from the flowing down to the Mediterranean, ladies and gentlemen, the Rhone River, it is the main
Anybody for golf?
Here under this region as well.
And there's even a little swimming pool, look at that. This bit's the crew rest area. And now we're down the stern of the ship. Registered in Basel in Switzerland. And through this door here, a little coffee area. So you can get a meal in there on a night time. And this is the passage back to our cabin. And there's Alison.
Hello.
So what I reckon happens here is this bit here is an island, and the original Rhone River is on the other side of it. So what they've done, they've built the little power station down this way, and the lock, and then they've once that's complete, I think they dig the other side out, dig this side out, fill it up with water, and bam, you've got a little canal, because this here is all man-made down the side here. We're just coming up here to the end of the island. Yeah, it's too straight to be ordinary river, so I reckon that's what I reckon happens. Clever people, these French, but not as clever as us. Right, we're out in Vienne. Come for a wander around, and we've got a little map with a route on it, and I don't mind saying it's absolutely boiling hot. There's Alison. She's the tour guide for today.
Try not to get you lost.
And we're just walking up this tree shaded boulevard, I think you call them. So let's go and find what we can find. So a very old house with a little shop down below, right next to the Roman remains, whatever they are.
Oh, it tells you about it there.
Yeah, this whole area has been dug out, so we'll go and have a look, see what it is. So I've read this thing here, and I'm still not sure what it is. I think it's maybe some assembly halls or something like that, remains of. So this was apparently the north gate of Vienne in Roman times. There you go. So there you have it. Well, we've had a lot of steps to go up to get here, and I'm knackered, so the last set of steps I think, and then we're at the amphitheatre just down in the dip.
Actually, it's theatre, mate.
So we found the Roman theatre. It's not an amphitheatre, it's a theatre, and it was dug out apparently in 1938.
No, it was returned to its use in 38.
And it's still in use now, and they've put a stage here where they can do a bit of acting on it. So that's it. There you go, so that's the Theatre de Vienne. Alison's telling me it wasn't dug out, it was returned to its original use in 1938. Just to be precise. Right, after climbing up all the stairs, we're in the top of the theatre. And what a view, eh? There you go.
Because it's down right in the distance.
The river is just here. And the cathedral is here, I think. I think I pointed in the right place, maybe there. Somewhere here. And the river's here. So we also have a nice Roman temple in this place. In really good condition. And we've got nice little streets which are probably bustling during the week, but with it being a Sunday and it's red hot, everything's closed. So this is Vienne Cathedral. So the three statues just in the centre below the window, you'll notice that none of them have any heads on. And the reason being that during the French Revolution, anything to do with religion, any statues, they cut all the statues' heads off, as well as the kings and queens and other high-powered people. So there's three of the statues with the heads removed. So we're in a place called Beaune. And this is the Hotel du. Yep. Which used to be a hospital. So this hospital was in use until 1952, believe it or not. And you used to get 2 adults in a bed or 4 kids. And was used for people that were just about to die. The kitchen. The pharmacy.